I did my electrical apprenticeship at Nissan a long time ago when they used to make cars in Australia, but then they got rid of tariffs of all things. And now we don't make them here anymore because Japan says, why would we make them in Australia when we can just send them from Japan? And that was the end of the West. I'm the last generation of people who were competent and know what they're doing. Everyone else is pushing mouse these days, I guess, in useless administration roles, and they don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I got a proper training, and here is some very simple array here to sort out a very complicated problem. We want various combinations of these knobs to produce the relative number in binary, so that there is number 5. 4 and 1 is 5. How do we get number 5? Look at this array. It's got so many combinations here from 0 to 9 to turn on. When the contacts are the right combination, only that relay would turn on, in this case relay 5, and then we just have to have all of the LEDs here from 1 to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it will turn off 2 of them. This relay will open 2 LEDs, in this case 5 and 6, and we'll get the letter 5, the number 5 on the screen like that, and what a winner. I have never forgotten in my apprenticeship. This is my assignment book. I did something different for every week, so I was trained properly. So I was in a training centre for 1 year actually, and that I'll never forget, because now I have a complex problem and I need arrays to sort it out. None of this sequential nonsense. As you can see, this kind of looks like an array. I have to fill my screen because I don't use Windows, and this software is in Windows. I don't know anything about Windows, excuse me. I use Linux, and therefore I know all the applications. But anyway, as you can see, this is looks like an array here. It doesn't look like just random contacts everywhere. It's systematic, and as you can imagine, well, when I explain it, this here is proximities and whatnot to tell me where the lift is up and down from level 1 to level 5. Obviously, if I'm going to call it to level 5, I want the motor to turn on only when it's somewhere below this bypass line, and the only thing that should turn off the up motor is level 5 proximity sensor. Likewise, going down, if I was to say press level 4 here, and it happens to be above level 4 here, which is level 5 sensor and the transit between, which I've managed to work out in other programming. There we go. It will be open here, so the down contactor will be on, and it won't stop until it gets to level 4, and then this will open, thus opening that. Likewise, level 1, it'll continue traveling down all the way until it hits the level 1 proximity sensor, and then turn off. So as you can see, that's an example of an array to make a complicated situation very simple. But I've got something here, another array. As you can see, this array is a little different. As you know, a lift wants to go up, and then once the highest level is reached, let's say not level 5, no one's pressed level 5, they've pressed level 4, we want this to know that that's the last level selected. So if I was to press level 5, this will bypass all of these contacts. If I was to press level 4, it bypasses all these contacts. So when it hits level 4, that's closed because no one's pressed level 5, and that's a normally closed contact. It will activate that, telling me that it's time to go the other direction, and vice versa below. Now, I don't mind telling you about arrays because I thoroughly recommend them, and that's the easy bit. So thinking of an array will lay the foundation for something very, very complicated to make it very simple. Now, this got very complicated lower down. Why? Because there's a lot of timing involved, and we don't want racing contacts, and that's where the complexity happens, and that's where the real IP is. But I tell you now, do not start off on the wrong foot. Always start with an array.